As I speak to you right now, I speak to you fully aware of the fact that I am talking to you at the same age that my parents were dead. They died from what is called preventable illnesses. Preventable illnesses are illnesses that are the result or could have been adjusted by lifestyle changes. I say that not to their shame. I say that to my enlightenment. I say that because my mother asked me, as she was in the last months of her life, wrestling with complications from preventable illness, she asked me to make it a mission not to wind up in the exact same way she was presently at that time, at the exact same age. She died because of decisions that were related to health, obesity, diabetic complications, all of which were manageable, but were not properly governed. And so that was an awakening point for me to understand that it was a very spiritual thing to pursue holistic health, because she could very much still have, and I still believe in my heart, that there were things that God wanted to do with and through them in ministry that they just were not able to do, which made my prayer, God, I want to be in a position where you can use and maximize all of the potential that you have invested in me. I want to give you a full return on my investment, on your investment rather. I want to give you a full return on your investment. In order for God to do that, he said, you have to let me be your coach of holistic health. And can you make some different decisions? And those decisions, I'm a church kid. And the funny thing is that those decisions that the Lord gave me immediately were not to have more church, quite frankly. Although I love church, I'm a church baby. But he didn't say you need to go to more revivals. He didn't say that you need to play more songs. He didn't say any of that. He said what you need to do is let me help you make healthy decisions after church. The late night dinners after service, the heavy meals after rehearsals. And so they were, sometimes they were more difficult than the call to be at the shut-in services. And that's how my transformation began. It began with a walk around the reservoir one time around. And it seemed like the longest walk ever. But somehow, by the grace of God, I started listening to music. And when I began to focus on other things besides how long this journey was, I began to learn to love, or God helped me to love, the transformation process. And then he gave me things to motivate me, like the ability to buckle my belt and the ability to have to make extra holes in the belt because now it fits and now it's too big. The healthy challenges is what I call them. The challenges of having to take in a suit instead of having to buy 3 new different wardrobes. And so those things became motivations and helped me to enjoy the journey. The ability to run with my kids in the backyard and when they wanted to throw the football, and could throw the football to my son. And now it's paying off because I'm playing football with my grandson. And at the time when I began, I didn't see myself in the yard with my grandson, able to run and hang with him, but God knew. And so it was because of those allowing God to regulate my thinking. So the Spirit of God began to deal and transform my mind so that my body could be in a position to handle the weight of the assignment, purpose, and destiny that He had for me. And it's my prayer. And so I sit here before you now, actually, having already outlived my parents. I would say not because they weren't anointed, not because they weren't gifted, but because the Spirit of God was able to give me the grace to make healthy choices. And if I can do it, I'm sure that you can, because the same God that did it for me and is still doing it for me is able to do it for you.